Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Lord of the Rings mod extended update video. Now, I know this one's coming a little late, but um, still had to get it out there to show all the features we added. And we are working hard on the next update, and it's going to be really great, so can't wait for that. And I know it's not TNT this time, it's me, Elias, but uh, that's just how it is. So, let's just get right into it then. Um, First, we're going to check out this new block here. So this is the moss block, which is essentially the same texture as Mojang's moss block, just because it's pretty nice. There are a few little alterations in there, so it's not an exact copy, but yeah. And we've got moss carpets as well, which do have a little overhang. I guess it's kind of hard to see in there, but yeah, they've got a bit of texture on the side so that you can make some nice patterns, details, or whatever you want with that. So yeah, um, we've got the rune block, which I am 100% going to give this a retexture because I absolutely despise it. But at the moment, this is what it looks like, and you can use the chisel to sort of change the texture around. Um, so it's kind of nice for, just stone patterns or things like that. Then the next block we have is the large pot, and it's not like a large pot, like, block sized. It's a bit more realistic, um, but it is, larger than a flower pot. So yeah, and that can be nice for like ancient decorations or things like that, which is also why we added it. Then we'll take a look at the Barrow White in just a second. Um, I want to show the banner protection, which by the way we added copper as well, so it's not just like gold or iron or something like that. You can use copper for smaller radius, and it's got this interface. So you can just choose faction or whitelist. It's really similar to what you can do in Legacy, and you've got basically all the same options. You can edit quite a few things, add fellowships, players, permissions, um, and yeah. So it's really nice to have this because it's one of the essential features of Legacy, and those are the things that we really want to get out before we add a million new things. So yeah, and still, I'm sure, yeah, you can change the size of the banner, shift right click if you want to have a smaller banner but still have the protection. And it should work with copper as well. Yeah, there you go. So that's pretty nice. Um, and then we're going to take a look at some food for a second. So this whole sort of collection ended up adding 4 items, which in Legacy it was only 2. So it literally doubled. And you've got butter, you've got the Hobbit pancake with maple syrup and butter, which is a very long item name, and you've got the Hobbit pancake with maple syrup and the Hobbit pancake. So if I go into survival here, and then just do, I don't know, just destroy my hunger real quick, and I'm now gonna die. But if we eat Hobbit pancake, uh, fills up 2 hunger bars. Then if you add the maple syrup, then it adds a half of a hunger bar or point, not a bar. Oh wow. And then the next level up, you get one more half of a point, so that's 3 total. And then if you eat butter, which is about the same as the Hobbit pancake with maple syrup. I don't have a saturation texture pack, but I can probably put the saturations of each of these on the screen, or maybe I'm too lazy to do that. But I am going to just show a couple things with the Barrow White here. And the Witch King helmet looks terrible on a human skin, so I'm just going to use Angmar 1. So I am in hard mode, so keep that in account when you consider the damage here. And we'll take off the armor at first and then see how much damage it does. So there's yeah, if you just stand still, then you're pretty much cooked. So there's that. Um, all right, so we found that it does quite a bit of damage when you have absolutely no armor. That was an easy two-shot for it. Also gives the wither effect. It might have been a bit hard to see, but it did about 6 hearts. And again, this is in hard mode, so it should do a bit less in the other versions, but it's definitely more difficult than the Legacy White. So if we've got full Morgul and Morgul armor with an Angmar helmet, then that's the same protection as Iron. And there it did about 2.5 hearts each for both those hits. And they attack pretty quickly, so um, and pretty much you can kind of cheese them right now, but hopefully, oh, there's another one. Well, withered away, so that is another thing to account for is that you can just die from the wither effect if you let them hit you. So let's see here. Just grab my stuff real quick. Um, Essentially, you can, like I said, cheese them a bit, but I was already damaged with the wither effect, so. And I don't know how many hits it'll take, but hopefully I don't get one behind me because that would suck. But again, they are survivable. But when it's night and there's 50 of them chasing after you, then it's not great. Oh, that was bad. So there we go. And I can mention all of their drops on screen as well, because I don't know them off the top of my head. But as you can see, I got an Arnor dagger and some bones. And we do have some new amazing sounds by our sound developer Aviator, so those are pretty awesome. And now let's take a look at some structures. So the standard ruin structures do spawn in the Barrow Downs, and oh, unlucky. But yeah. So there's a wall over here. They will just kind of randomly spawn everywhere, um, and you can. Wow, that's actually a pretty substantial chest. Um, but be careful because any stone chest you open could have a white spawning out of it. And again, at close quarters, as we've seen, they can be pretty deadly. So here we've got a medium-sized Barrow down, and again, the spawning is a little scuffed. So we'll have to figure out ways to fix it, or maybe we won't. Who knows? But I hope we can because it is kind of sad to see a bunch of squares of grass. Um, and so over here, you've got the moss, you've got like pillars and stuff like that, and it looks pretty sweet. I believe this one was built by our builders Coffee and Nautilus, so yeah, or Coffee Viking and Nautilus. Um, and it looks pretty awesome. So, and I absolutely love these. These look great. And let me grab a torch just so that you can see. Um, so on the inside you'll find various things. In this one you've got some treasure, you've got some mushrooms, some stone that are definitely not buttons. You've got skulls, cobwebs, things like that. And there's also ores, which is a glitched thing with the stone spawning. So these are actually stone blocks, but then um, the structure code for some reason set those to ores, which is kind of a common thing, and it's a little bit annoying in my opinion. But um, at the back of this one, you find a chest. You got some decent loot in there, even a pouch, which is pretty impressive. Because I usually have terrible luck with chests. And then you've also got, room over here, another chest. And that armor is backwards. Interesting. But yeah, so you've got pretty good loot in these downs, and there's quite a few of them, as you can see. There's one there, there's one over there, there's another one over there, there's another one over there. But I want to look at one of these larger ones here, which I happen to spawn by too, so I just am really lucky today, I guess. Um, so this one is one of my favorites. It's got, and also Coffee and Nautilus built this one, I believe. But it's got, a bunch of loot, there's like a Arnor spear over here and things like that, and it's pretty cool. So some of these you can get pretty stacked. Our whites do not drop as much like mithril as they used to in Legacy, so it's much harder to farm mithril, and so it's nice to have the downs have a bit more loot inside of them because it makes them feel, more. You still get your reward for coming here because it is pretty dangerous. Um, so here's another large one, and again, any chest you open could spawn a white, so you've just got to be careful. And this one uh, is pretty big, so there's a lot of stuff to explore. Um, and yeah, I think they're pretty fun to, just even look around in creative. You don't even have to like search them in survival if you don't want, just because they're really well built and with the limited selection of blocks as well. So that's pretty awesome. And if we go around to the back here, we've got a really nice room that I'm a huge fan of for the this famous man who has a skylight in his you know in his tomb. So that's pretty awesome. So yeah. Oh wow, that's kind of mid. um, but anyways, those are the downs, and um, that is pretty much what we added for this update because we've been working a lot on the next one. Um, and there are a few more things. Okay, so we've got the Breeland merchant here. Oh, he's yeah. Oh, wow. Thanks, bud. Wow. Okay. Wow. Um, let me just quickly. All right. So we've got the merchant here, and he sells and allows you to buy some interesting things. And I'm not exactly sure where he spawns, but yeah. So is he gonna die again? Oh, let's hope not. But they, spawn with the hat, pretty nice, and they seem to have some decent iron stuff. And yeah, of course he died. Yeah, of course he died. Oh wait, they're actually fighting back. Oh yeah, no, they're screwed. Yeah. So that's one thing. Another thing is the Dunedain Rangers have been given a higher height. So according to lore, they're like 6'4" than a normal Dunedain or Dunedain, however you say it, Ranger. So you can see just a tad taller than the player, which is 6'2". So accurate height there. And wow, the white is actually going for the orc instead of the ranger. Um, so speaking of orcs here, um, which we just came out of the Barrow biome, you can see that they actually have quite a bit less fur armor. So they still have it, but they've compared to what they used to have. Oh, that's kind of rare to have that. At this point now. But they used to not have they used to have so much fur armor because there were so many like colors and variants. It would kind of overwrite the other ones. But now that's been fixed, and yeah, these warg fur hats here are, or I guess people are calling them the furry hats at this point, but they are now much rarer because you can no longer just craft them um, on like a Gundabad crafting table, which I'll show in just a second. Just some alignment real quick. You used to be able to just go like that, but now you can't. The only way to actually get them is to have them drop from wargs. So, as you can see, they spawn with so much less fur than they used to. Like, we got 1 and 2 pieces of fur here out of all these guys, unless I'm blind. But yeah, that's a significant change from what they used to spawn with. So yeah, and again, Now, if you're evil, if you want one of these, you pretty much have to either get really lucky with a chest having one, or you have to actually trade with, a good player who has killed a warg, or just wait for some rangers to go and kill a warg. Or you could betray your faction and then uh, join back with them. But that's pretty much the only way that you would be able to obtain the fur hat without, or like I guess it's a warg head now, more realistically. But yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching the video, and I know it's much lower quality than what you have seen before with the extended videos, and that's because it's me, and OBS likes to absolutely cook my monitor, so the quality looks terrible, and I'll just try and do my best to make it look not as bad. But yeah, we've got the next update running, and it's going pretty well, I can say. So I'm excited for that. And if you have any questions, just put them down in the comment section and we'll answer them to our best ability. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you.